Hello friends, ready for another story? I know I am. So I have a great story picked out for us today. I have never read this story. I found it a little bit ago, and it is very cool to me because I have always thought of books as an easy escape, an easy way to take an adventure, if you will, if you can't take one physically, if you can't go somewhere on a plane or go somewhere in a car and you're just stuck at home. Books are such a great way for you to feel like you're being taken places in the comfort of your own house. And I found a book that's the whole book is just the special adventures that you can go on just by turning a few pages. And I love it because I've always thought of books as a great escape and a great source of an adventure if I'm just stuck at home. So I love this book. I thought it was so great. Pay attention to the pictures with me today. The illustrations are beautiful. And I hope you love this book as much as me. And I hope it makes you look at books in a way of taking you on adventures and taking you places and seeing things and experiencing things that you would never be able to see or experience or do any other way. So let's get started. Let me share this wonderful book with you. So this story today is called Books Do Not Have Wings. Okay, it's by Brynne Barnes, illustrated by Rogerio Colho. Remember, I have a crazy time with names sometimes. I wish I could just know how to pronounce everybody's name. That would be so cool. Maybe like a superpower. That would be so fun. All right, Books Do Not Have Wings. You're going to love this story. I just know it. It has pages and pictures, a cover, it's true. Even words and a writer and readers like you. It can do anything that you want it to do. It's more than just a book. And I love the pictures in this book. I love that the little boy is pulling down the pages and uncovering something very special. Because books do not have wings. They can't physically take us anywhere, but they can make our minds wander and our imaginations roam. Look how pretty that is. Books don't have engines or trampoline springs, and this, for certain, has all of those things. This is a sculpture, some fine work of art, a puzzle assembled for taking apart. It plumps up your thinker and fills up your heart, and where you end up is not where you start. Surely it's more than a book. They're building the world with puzzle pieces. Oh my gosh, it's just so fantastic. This book definitely gets my thinker going. It can be a port of sorts. Then the dip of a ship on a trip, of course. A passage by pirates to faraway forts. And every picture has a little turn of a page. It's so cool. Look at that. The page is kind of making the wave. This here is a submarine. A never look back, pretend it machine. To explore the depths of the vast marine with urchins, seaweed, and schools of sardines. Come closer, dear reader, and see the unseen. This thing that's not just a book. That is a very cool looking submarine. Looks like a giant fish. If you look, you will see it's a cunning old shrew with a bubbling brew of lizard stew, tapping the toe of her crooked shoe, planning potions for ogres and princesses too. So now it's not a submarine. It's an old woman brewing potions. That makes me think maybe it's a witch. Each picture turns into something different. So neat. Suppose it's the gleam of a dream instead, nestled inside a dragon's head, who sleeps in the sky with clouds for a bed, and stuffs stars with wishes that fly overhead. Though it comes to an end, do not be misled. This is not just a book. Great imagery in this story. It's a flock of fairies chatting with trees and painting the colors on lilies and leaves, dusting the forest enchanted with glee, singing together in twos and in threes. Oh, I love fairies. So pretty. I would not mind going there. It's older than old and newer than new. It can be what it is can't be what it is without someone like you. I'll tell you again, it's the truest of true. It's certainly more than a book. If it's not what it's not, then what could it be? Spectacles, perhaps, that might help you see? I know my spectacles help me see. A tiddlywink, a rabbit hole, a cobble stink, a witch's mole, a whatchamaroo, an old moldy scroll, a doodly-doo, a long-bearded troll, a long afternoon in a cubbyhole, a flying balloon, or a porridge bowl, 3 little oinks, a pirate's right hook, an alien's zoinks, even gobbledygook. My gosh, those words are so silly. A book is a book when all by itself, when it's closed and flat, alone on the shelf. If and only if you don't care to look, then and only then will it just be a book. What did you think of that story, readers? I love it. Even just in that story, when I'm not thinking of other stories that can take me for these adventures, even that story, some of the wording, some of the pictures these words make me see in my head take me on the best adventure and make me think of the best thoughts and ideas. I love it so much. I love when you can read a book that takes you places, that does more for you than just reading for education or reading for the important things, but when you can read a book for joy and to take you places, it can be so special. So find yourself a book that can take you on little adventures and take you places and get your mind wandering and open up the world to you in just the comfort of your own chair at home. I hope you enjoyed this with me today, readers. I loved this story. And look back and listen back on it. Look at the pictures. Such a great story. I love it. So you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you for our next story. Bye.